This playthrough is rated T for teen.
It's just another day in a fascist country. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Syberia, The World Before. In the last episode, we started our journey with a new character, and then an old classic character. Dana, who just lives in a town, just wants to be a musician and just live her life, but there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. And then Kate Walker, who's stuck in a salt mine and who knows God's where. So we'll see how these two tie in together as we continue our journey into that. So
the diploma Frau Beckmann gave me after my concert on the musical square. Thank goodness she didn't mention I almost arrived late.
It'll be on your permanent record. Vaughan Music Academy. This is to certify that Dana Rose has successfully completed the third cycle of piano education. Rectoress Karina Beckman. Head teacher Edmund Kruger. Year 1937. See what that says.
I should think you'll be needing a pen to write that letter, my darling.
All right. Yeah, we should find one.
Herr Gustav, my future employer. Thanks to this summer job, I'll be able to help Papa pay for another year of schooling at the music academy.
All right. Music. I always wanted to play the trumpet when I was younger, but I kind of got out of that. I wonder if I could still learn to play the piano. Might be too old, though. Fraulein Rose, I am pleased to announce that I have selected your application for the summer seasonal job at the refuge I am in charge of. Your contract will begin on Monday, 5th of July, and will end on 31st of August. We expect this to be a busy period. Our refuge will be welcoming a group of scientists who have come to train in the mountains before they leave for an expedition to the east. Your daily duties will mainly consist of serving at meal times and contributing towards and maintaining the refuge. Since I read on your curriculum vitae that you are a student at the Academy of Music, I will ask you to perform on the piano some evenings. In addition, you'll be fed, housed, laundered through the duration of your work. I am looking forward to your arrival and wish you an excellent end to the school year. Gustav Renner, manager of the Silberspiegel Refuge. Yay, all these foreign letters and names. Yay. I don't know why they let you look around. There's really not much else to really look around on, so. Kind of reminds me of a portrait store that's not too far away from me. Same kind of setup and everything like that. But who really frames stuff these days? At least most normal people don't, so.
I ought to put these away before I lose them. I'm pretty sure I know this piece by heart now anyway.
Yeah, always remember, always remember. Yeah, we've already, there's our concerto.
It's stuck. Papa really ought to tidy up.
Yeah, just keep doing it. Ooh, a pencil.
Maybe I could use it to write my letter to Herr Gustav.
Maybe. But usually if you're going to do official stuff, you want to write in a pen though. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is just easy, QTE type of stuff, so. Let me open up the box. Letter from Herr Zimmer. 28th May, 1937. My dear Anton, I received the paintings. Given their quality, I can only congratulate you on getting them at such a good price. I can already tell that they will find a buyer amongst my American clientele, and we will get a return on our small investment very shortly. On a more personal note, I wanted to thank you and your lovely Lena for the message of support included with your package. The doctors seem optimistic about Miriam's recovery. They think she should be back on her feet this summer. With each passing day, I'm even more amazed that such a strong woman did me the honor of becoming my wife. However, I will not hide from you that we are both terribly downcast. Despite Miriam's medical history, that charlatan of an obstetrician has left us with serious hopes that this unexpected pregnancy would turn out well. Although it was really hard for us to take such a final decision, we decided not to run the risk of being met with further disappointment in the future. This concerns Miriam's physical health, and it must be said, the mental health of us both. I imagine that all there is left for us to do is to learn to live with the idea that we will grow old alone, Miriam and I, without any children. In such circumstances, my dear friend, you will understand that every day God gives us, we wonder about the expediency of remaining here in Osterhall. While the sound of the brown shadow's boots can be heard more and more in our streets, Miriam and I would perhaps be safer on the other side of the Atlantic where, as you know, I had the benefit of a strong professional relationships and some well-placed friends in the New York art community. In any case, please know that you and your latest support went straight to our hearts. As further proof of the unwavering loyalty that binds our two households has been the only ray of sunshine for us in this particularly somber time of our relationship. I thank you both for this renewed expression of our honest friendship. Yours truly, Adam. Interesting. Stuff that just kind of fleshes out the world, but nothing major. Let's keep looking around. And away we go. Woo! Paintings. Neat. Bunch of ladies just kind of having fun. Some look bored, though. That's not fun. I don't know an exit yet. So got people to explore, things to check, things to click.
Don't forget to be very polite towards Herr Gustav.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Just body slam him. Ah, this reminds me of The Sound of Music. We are playing with the sound of music. Another way to leave. More art to frame. Ringing out the sheaves, ringing out the sheaves. Hi-ho the dairy-o, we're ringing out the sheaves. Or something out of that. It's been forever since I've heard that song, so.
Papa, could your pen be around here somewhere?
Could be, I suppose.
Vorarlberg automatons. These machines are incredible.
There's Oscar, or at least, well, they all look the same, but still. Vorarlberg Manufacturing Automaton Factory, made in France. Are you the happy owner of a Vorarlberg automaton? Remember that they are guaranteed for life. For any request for a replacement, repair, or refund, please write to us at the address indicated on your warranty card. Who are we? Located in Vauldemare in the French Alps, Vorarlberg Manufacturing are at the cutting edge when it comes to precision mechanics. Our state-of-the-art automatons are renowned throughout Europe and embody both the quality of our work and the respect we show our customers. We think all of our creations must have that extra little bit of something that will make them unique. A genuine extra bit of soul. Vagen and us. Although we, Vorarlberg Manufacturing, pride ourselves on having a close relationship with all of our customers, we maintain an even stronger relationship with Vagen and its people. Why are we so close? During one of his travels, our visionary chief engineer Hans Vorarlberg discovered a Vagen that had been devastated by a notoriously terrible fire. Mr. Vorarlberg was moved by the situation, so he made our factories part of the effort to rebuild and mechanize the city. Mechanize. Why'd I have a brain over there? Restoring its eternal beauty while propelling it into modernity thanks to the latest automatons for our workshop. Have you ever just read stuff and read it wrong for whatever reason, despite
These
you
were
knowing
all
better?
very interesting readings, but I should get back to writing the letter now, or Mama will get cross.
She'll get rather cross indeed.
Papa is so untidy.
Not the worst I've seen, by far. There's the pen. Yoink!
Papa's pen. Perfect.
I love prose. Or alliteration, I mean. There we go.
Papa is so untidy.
You didn't need to do that twice, game.
You could close the drawers when you're done, little Miss Nosy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Untidy. There we go.
Dinner puppet, I'm busy right now.
What, are these people supposed to be Germanish or British, you know? Well, maybe the voicing's British, but anyway, yeah. We're just painting happy little trees here. There's no little accidents, just happy little accidents, you know. Just some trees, happy little trees. All right. Let's write the letter. Actually, can we leave?
Mama would be mad if I left now. I ought to write that letter before I go up to my room.
Alright, fine, Dana. Just do it. Just write the gosh darn letter. See what happens if we're technically need to use the pen for this, so.
Dana, darling, I hope you're not seriously thinking of writing a letter to your future employer with that old pencil.
Alright, alright. Oh yeah, and I think we already did the second objective for this place, which was read all the books. We got the 2 pins there. Yeah. Read all the documents in the shop. That's the secondary objective. Let's see. I think we read that last episode, so. Oh no, okay, that's the new one, so. Yeah. Concert went June 1st, 1937. Concert went like a dream. What a relief. Feeling more confident now than ever to apply to the Paris Conservatoire. Just one more year at the Vagen Music Academy, then my journey begins. My journey to become a concert pianist. My dream. I can help my parents pay for the tuition, less thanks to the summer's jobs I've managed to land at the mountain refugee of Spiegel. It was Adam Zimmer, father's friend, who put me in touch with Herr Gustav, the manager of the refuge, who sent me a letter of employment. So my journey begins. Okay. Friendly or formal? Let's go with it doesn't really matter, by the way, so we'll go with friendly.
Dear Herr Gustav, I would like to thank you for...
Don't, Dana, it's too dangerous.
Oh my! What in the name of...
Yeah, our next objective, examine that brick.
Who could have done such a thing?
I mean, you saw him. We saw who it was.
Why would anyone do that? Why take it out on us? Without reason.
People are angry and scared. They want to blame someone.
Mama's right. It could be dangerous to go out right now.
The filthy thugs.
Scum. You know how much it costs to repair windows? Let's run away.
I can't leave Papa and Mama now.
Alright, fine. Let's examine the brick.
Dana, darling, no, give it to me, please. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What does it say, Father?
It's nothing, Dana. Nothing but spite.
Will they ever leave us in peace?
Come on, Lena, my dear. Hey, come on. Look at me. Don't let it get you down. Huh? Or we'll both end up in Paris with Dana.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a moment when you know your privacy has been invaded by people like that.
Those monsters.
Definitely can affect you. I can know that from experience. Yeah, I guess that's a symbol of whatever. So the threat note.
Piss off out of here, you filthy Vagerans. Horrible.
All right, back to Kate. See how she's doing. Probably not much better.
Kate, come on. We need to get to work now.
Yeah, just ignore her. Yeah, we'll be nice.
That's it. I'll get started working now. You push the cart closer and come dig next to me, okay? I'm very sorry, love. But we'll have all night long to cry.
Get to work! December 27th, 2004. Just a quick word to let you know that I went back to the mine today to try and buy Miss Walker's freedom with the money you raised with your husband. Unfortunately, though, they refused again. Seems like the militia prefer to punish Miss Walker for standing up for the Yukon nomads than to receive any money. As if that wasn't bad enough, another bribe enabled me to get confirmation of what you and I had feared most. Miss Walker has apparently broke down on learning about the death of her mother last year. The fact she missed the burial service really cut her up. Even her cellmate can do nothing to bring her out of her deep depression. I fear she will die of grief if we don't quickly find a way of getting her out of that unhealthy place, or unearthly place. It's kind of interesting that the diary in this case is written by Canton. But I guess it makes sense since Kate can't really do much in the way of working and stuff like that, so... New York City? Get the rope. Yeah, I guess she's remembering the words.
All dented. A fitting metaphor for all of us in here.
We're supposed to mess with that mine card, but...
Kate, come! I need a hand over here.
Don't you dare explore! Don't you dare! And we actually can't run either, which is kind of annoying. In here, we could walk very, very slowly.
I know. It's hard for you, Kate. I'm so sorry about your mother. But I need you now. You understand?
Yeah, don't put your back into that picking.
You need to move the cart closer. Kate, please. I know.
Okay.
It's hard for you, Kate. I'm so sorry about your mother. But
An ivory fragment. The guards grant benefits to anyone who finds any. But I couldn't give a damn now.
Yeah, I wouldn't give a damn either, but man, the ivory and the whole. Remember when Syberia was about finding mammoths and stuff like that? Yeah, those were fun times. You can tell I'm not a fan of the third and fourth game. It goes in a direction I'm not really a big fan of.
Stuck.
Why is this minigame necessary? She's done this for a year. Wouldn't she know that you need to release the brake handle to do this? Whatever. It just seems silly. You know what I mean? I wonder if she says the same thing again. Probably. Yeah. Like, she's, like, stupidly stubborn about it. You're like...
Stuck.
It's like, I'm gonna get to move!
So you can be with us.
I know that's what you're supposed to do. I'm just messing around.
Brakes are on. What a surprise.
Yeah, so it doesn't roll over the place, Kate. You used to be smarter than this. She's depressed, so I guess it makes sense, so. Can't just make a smooth motion. Okay, I guess we're done. I was just... If I'm wasting time, it's because I'm just looking for stuff to examine. Hold the left click and move the cursor to progress. Push the cart. This is so exciting. Watch as we push. I know why. We're trying to be introspective right now.
You weren't there.
Yep, she wasn't there.
Want to hold her hand.
I mean, sure, Kate was a little...
August 23rd, 2003.
No, maybe I'll wait till this is all done before I talk more about it, I guess. So that way I'm not a...
You didn't say goodbye.
She died asking for you.
Kate, watch out!
Sorry, I didn't see.
Hey, look! Come on, let's go and see. That could be our ticket out of here. Let's check it out. Oh my god.
Alright. Well, anyway, the secret objective, or secondary objective here is to examine the train before we go talk to Kata. So, yeah, I was talking about how in the last game, in the original game, Kate was, I guess, a little selfish for running off, but she wanted to, she was tired of the boredom and wanted a sense of adventure. So, you know, we don't hate her for that specifically, but this game kind of almost like treats it as if it was a terrible thing for her to do that. And I guess when you think about it, yeah, but you know, she would have gone to her mother's funeral, but she was kind of stuck in a salt mine for a year. So, you know.
What the heck happened here? How in the world did those bodies get here? Let alone the train.
The train, boss. The train.
Looks like it was caught in a rock slide decades ago. Crazy to think that no one's found it. Until today.
Well, it was behind a wall, you know, and you'd be surprised how often people miss stuff, so.
This carriage is more luxurious than the other ones. Maybe a dignitary's?
I wonder if it's similar to, well, it's not a Vorarlberg train, that's for sure. Locked. Oh, whoops.
Still looks pretty strong.
I'll just use a guitar pick on it.
Better try something else.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wrong one. Impossible. That doesn't work. No, I don't think so. Must have got it wrong. Wrong one. Impossible.
Okay, we're repeating. So. I just want to see all the dialogue options for failing.
This cave is reinforced by those old structures. Must have been meant to shelter trains, and for a long time.
So the train was supposed to be hidden in this cave, but it looks like it all went wrong after the rock slide, when these men were executed.
Ouch. But yeah, we complete this objective by hitting those 3 spots. The one in the back of the train and this one too.
If there's the slightest chance of escape, better seize it. This cave is reinforced by those old structures.
As far as I'm
Must
aware of,
have
I
been
don't know
meant
how
to
to skip
shelter
this.
trains, and for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know how to skip these, so I'll have to look it up again maybe.
If there's the slightest chance of escape, better seize it. It's too late to turn back now.
Yeah, we were just able to find him. Boom, here we go. Convenient that we found a way to escape when the game begins, so couldn't find it before. Ah, remember the first 2 games where we were on a train the whole time? Fun times.
Another body. It's a real trail of carnage here.
Now we have to deal with Kate being into depression and be butchified all of a sudden because of her being in a mine. It's great.
Jeez.
Nice teeth. Alright, I guess that's it for this, so. Yeah, we don't have to explore anything else. We could just go back to Katayu if we wanted to, but...
Kate, what are you doing?
There's a dead body inside.
Leave it alone. You'll bring us bad luck. You get back here.
You believe in superstition like that? Crazy lady. Let's see if there's any more. Nope. I'll just wait till sections to read the book, so.
I should talk to Katusha. Looks like she's found something.
Man, this game has the dumb responses like, hey, do you know what to do? Here you go. Here's the question mark. And then this just straight up tells you what you have to do. It's like, it's so redundant. Can't just figure stuff out anymore. And yeah, point and click games have gotten way too streamlined. There's really no puzzles anymore.
More bodies. What happened here?
Or the puzzles are so easy to figure out, it's not even worth it. You know what I mean? But anyway, alright, let's continue on with the plot.
Wow, that's deep. Can't even see the bottom.
Yeah. And it means the tunnel on the other side is cut off. Must be the way out. I can see the light at the end.
How do we get across that?
I'm sure there's a way. Follow me. I have an idea.
Just jump the thing. And you can now hold down the left button, move your mouse to get direct control of your character. The character will then automatically follow the direction you're pointing at. So, cool. Alright, let's help Katayusha, I guess. Take one more look.
That must be the way out. At the end of that tunnel there.
Just jump on the trains. Look, it looks so easy. Yeah, see, this is how you direct the controller if you want to do that, but, I mean, no reason. Just point and click.
If we build up enough speed, we should be able to use the height difference on the edge of the precipice as a takeoff ramp to get to the tunnel on the other side, and then get to the surface.
Sure, that is if you can get the thing started.
Don't worry about that. Back in the days with my band, I always used to repair our old van on tours.
Okay, but wait a second. First, I want to take a closer look at these bodies and maybe figure out what happened here.
Let's observe, shall we? We got our observant eye or whatever. I don't know, anyway.
They were shot.
In the back.
Same as those over there.
execution or really weird ricochets.
Looks like Second World War uniforms.
They belong to the Brown Shadow, the fascists who triggered the war before they herded up and massacred millions of innocent people.
Yeah, Jewish people. You're not gonna say those words, are you, though? There's something else, so you can move her Kate's head around. I don't know about that. Nope, shake. Don't know.
Full tank of gas. And it looks as if they were headed for the exit tunnel.
It's like they were ready to head out.
Looks like they were in a hurry, judging from their position.
I wonder how a bunch of World War II fascist soldiers ended up here.
Right. And who killed them just as they were about to ride out of here.
One thing's for sure, though. We've got to give this motorbike a try.
What? What are you saying? You mean you want to jump over the ravine?
Exactly. But the keys aren't on the bodies, I checked. They must be somewhere inside the train. You go and find the keys while I take a look at this motor.
Will do. You'll be okay?
Don't worry, love. I'm sure this beauty and I, we're going to become best friends.
You know there shouldn't be a full tank of gas in that thing, right? People think that if it's just locked up in a canister or something like that, it'll last forever. That's not how it works. It'll eventually, you know, go down due to oxidation and vaporization. Science! Alright, whatever. It works for the plot, I guess. Yeah, people tend to forget, like in all those, I mean, I know it's just for fun, but in those post-apocalyptic world where they're looking for gas, most of that gas would have evaporated by the time they found it. Unless it was like some tin-sealed thing that was like perfect seal, but most of them were in like plastic containers, and that's not how long they last, you know what I mean? Whatever. That's one of those few things that bugs me about like this. Like, depending on the movie, I can ignore it for the what the story's telling, but realistically, you're like, that's not how that works. Anyway, back to the train. If you get stuck, you can listen to a hint by using the question mark. Yeah, I already know about that, so. You have to wait for it to fill up to get the suggestion. So it's a waiting game, even though, whatever.
Sorry, whoever you were, but I need to do a quick search.
Well, if he's a fascist, do you care? Pull out the drawers. I'm interacting with the game, folks.
I don't think I can make any use of that.
Well, you didn't even try. A pen or pencil?
Nothing interesting here.
But you could always use a pencil. It's like a towel. You always need a towel and pencil.
That must be the shooter.
He's pretty accurate from where he was at, if that's... Well, he probably shot him and then walked back up here, but still. It is possible to hit someone with a gun from that range, but very unlikely.
One last drink to work up some courage?
Before he, you know, Minecrafted himself. Officer suicide note. Thursday, April 5th, 1944. I'll be nothing more than a sack of bones by the time you, whoever you are, read this letter. Every day I've learned to be ever faithful to the fatherland and carry out my duties in the name of our illustrious leader. I would not have wanted it any other way. As per my orders, we have managed to accomplish our mission of securing the train in the agreed place of refuge hidden away from enemy hands. However, due to a landslide, we are cut off from the exit tunnels, so we are condemned to remain here forever with the train so that the High Command can one day retrieve the secret it holds. This is a blessing in disguise, as the Red Army from the Eastern Front approaches, and we most likely have been captured anyway. This way, at least, our secret is safe. The troops have become alarmingly disheartened, and so to save them from betrayal and dishonor in their moment of folly, I've been forced to shoot them. For I have reason to believe that in their desperation, they were planning to try to escape on the motorbike, and then run into the enemy to reveal the whereabouts of the train in return for their liberty. I have hid the ignition key as a matter of form, and now remains for me to do as duty dictates in the name of our leader, our homeland, so that this treasure will remain hidden until High Command is in a posture to retrieve it. Yours, Major Christian Sutter.
So this Brown Shadow officer shot his own men and then killed himself to make sure the train was never found by the Allies. Whatever it holds must be priceless.
Priceless indeed. Man. I meant to keep examining him, so there we go.
Shot himself in the head. Awful.
Oh dear.
He wore stripes. Must have been the Brown Shadow officer in charge of the train.
I mean, we already know, but still.
That must be the shooter.
No, I thought that was a different thing we were looking at there. Move his hand. Ew! Ew! Gross. I'm surprised we're not snapping his arm off from the rigor mortis. How far can you move this? I mean, you don't. Okay. Oh.
Let's search somewhere else.
Come on, Kate. Don't be like that. I know you're depressed and everything, but still.
Nothing interesting here.
You didn't even try. Fine. There it is. A Brown Shadow emblem.
The distinctive symbol of the Brown Shadow fascists. Many countries have banned it. That's just fine by me.
Sure, why not? Alright, now the obvious.
Strange, a hollow shape. There must have been something in it.
Yep, which is this thing. The Brown Shadow emblem. Anyway, I think it's supposed to go down like this, if I remember correctly. And there it is, the key. The officer's keys.
One of the keys is still covered in blood. Must be the one for the motorbike.
Yeah, but there's another key there, though, too. Alright, let's head back out.
Got him! It hasn't been started for too long. But leave me to it and I'll see if I can get it going. If I can just get it to kick start, we might be home free.
Yeah, so, yeah, she's trying to get the oxygen out of the tank so it'll sputter through, but... I mean, I'm not a mechanic, but I know the gist of what she's trying to do.
Anything I can do? We haven't got much time.
No, I'm good. Why don't you look around? Maybe inside the train there's something that can help us once we get out of here.
Okay, I'm on it.
Alright, this other key.
The key to the carriage.
Go and check out the other wagons. I'd be curious to know what's inside that train.
Didn't I already look at that? For some reason that looks different. Oh no, I guess I did. Okay, yeah, I already did that.
What the heck happened here?
Never
How
mind.
in the world did those bodies get here? Let alone the train.
Sorry. For some reason I thought I didn't examine that. But anyway, yeah, we have to go to this thing over here. Run, Kate, run! Got a journey to complete. Alright, use that key. And we turn under the sun. Now, come on. You think with all that work in the salt mines, you'd agree to get some muscle since then, Kate? Yeah, you're just with. Seriously, Kate, what's wrong with you? I think you're supposed to keep pressing the button or whatever. I just like seeing her fall on her ass. You know, you technically didn't have to open the whole door, you know.
Kate, your chariot's waiting. Hey, what are you? Holy crap. Wow, this is worth a fortune. I can't believe it. This is gonna come in nicely when we're on the road, babe.
Yeah, sure, babe.
A masterpiece.
Yeah,
The Brown Shadow must have looted it during World War II.
Yeah, we saw that back in the past. I wonder what happens to the family. Yeah, another one, the forest, except this one's a little bit different, but yeah. Ooh, loot.
It must be priceless. Now I understand why the Brown Shadow wanted to hide the train so badly. There's a veritable fortune in loot here.
Ah, treasure. Yar. Happy little trees again. Nice that they added a bit of age to it. There's the sound of music again. The ladies having fun. That game. There we go.
I hate to think what became of the owners of all these stolen objects.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious what happened to them all. We know what happened in World War II.
Oh my god.
What?
What is it?
It's incredible. You gotta see this.
Oh, it's Dana. No, I don't want to look at. Nope. I don't like other protagonists in my story.
Yeah, it's pretty well done. I like the color of the rock face there. Is that what fascinates you?
No, Kate. There! Look! It's right under your nose.
Well, the signature. Oh, is it the train setup or the car or whatever? Anyway.
It dates from 1937, apparently, but I can't make out the signature. Cola? Koba or something like that? Anyway, what's so fascinating about it?
You mean you can't see? Take a closer look.
Sorry, you'll have to be more specific, Katusha, because I still can't see.
Look again, there. The girl. She's your spitting image.
Well...
Not really.
Sorry, but I still can't see the resemblance.
Come on, you gotta admit it's incredible, right?
Either way, I suggest you put it away. We'd better get going.
It's amazing.
Her default look is kind of creepy, though. Alright, I guess we've seen everything. At least I believe we have. Yeah. Okay, I guess we can leave. Nothing else here. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, wait. Yeah, we already checked that one, yeah.
Come on, Kate. You gotta admit she looks like you. It must be a sign.
Hold it right there, girls.
All right. You've caught us. But take a look inside this carriage. The train is full of treasure. We could all escape with tons of it. Just look.
Don't move.
Listen to me, Simona. You've always been good to us, so why can't we help each other now? We'll be stronger together.
Sure. You've been nice little prisoners. I have nothing against you personally. But why can't I keep the treasure for myself? I could leave this rotten prison. Nobody will know. I could even say you tried to escape, which wouldn't be a lie.
Simona, don't!
Don't take it personally. I just need a change of life. I think you can understand where I'm coming from.
No! My sweet Katusha.
Oh, Kate. Poor Kate. Now you're on your own. With a train full of treasure.
Yeah, it's save your strength. We'll get out of here, man. We'll make it to freedom.
Don't talk. You need to save your strength.
No point, Kate.
Hush, Katusha.
Listen. That girl in the picture would have been so cool to go looking for her together, wouldn't it?
Nothing's changed. I'm still taking you with.
No. You gotta go. You gotta go. And find out before the guards come. Find that girl. All right? Kate? Love you. Remember me, Kate. I'll close my eyes now.
Oh no, Katayui, you got shot. Oh man, you're such a likable character. Sorry, I just didn't spend enough time with her.
Goodbye, sweet Katusha.
I know she was a cellmate, but I assume it's strongly assumed they became lovers while they were in there because they were stuck in there for a year. But because the way, I mean, unless her language was weird or something like that, but. I don't know.
She'll get to live. If only I could have given Katusha the same chance.
Probably should take the gun. At least just so she doesn't have it. And then you can throw it away outside if you're not going to use it. But okay, yeah, Katayuya is dead, so. Oh well. Let's see, is this the... Okay, same thing. I'll just do it by chapters. Alright, let's get out of here. When we get out of this section, we'll get another achievement if you're on a system that does achievements. The freedom achievement. So. Alright, Kate, let's get out of here. The Great Escape. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun.
Over there!
So how does Kate know how to drive a motorcycle?
Miss Walker? Miss Walker? Ah, there you are.
There's the Kate Walker I remember, thank God.
Please excuse me, Frau Wagner. I was trying to decipher this. Is everything okay?
I found these for you. They might help you find that Müller shop you asked about.
Thank you, Frau Wagner. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, dear. I'll be at the reception desk if you need anything else.
Alright, throughout your adventure, your objectives will be along the diary. You can open... We know this already. You told us this yesterday. Alright, anyway. Alright, well, Kate is now finally out of that hellhole, and she's on to life itself. And now she's got a new objective, other than running away from the law and other stuff like that. Now she's got to find this treasure because it's what Katayua would have wanted. That girl we knew for like 5 seconds. Well, me personally, I only knew her for 5 seconds. Kate knew her for like a year or so. And other things happened. But what information will Kate get? Will she be able to find her location to her secret treasure or get started on that? Find out next time in the next episode of Syberia, The World Before. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.